So 3 points for Manchester United as they remain on their little unbeaten run as they beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Shaka. Let's have a look at the top half of the Premier League standings and look at that. Manchester United up to third. Level on points with Aston Villa, but who needs to look at that? Let's have a look at what Oliver Glasner, the Crystal Palace gaffer, had to say after the game. And he said, the red card changed the game completely. I think it's a very hard decision. The foul starts outside the box. Mateus Cunha is very smart to wait until he is inside the box to fall down. Now, this may not come as a surprise to anybody here on this panel, but there is somebody that has an issue with that red card, and that somebody is Frank Leboeuf. So, Frank, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Well, I have no issue. I have no issue if there is a foul for the referee in that matter to give a red card because, yeah, the foul is onside or inside the 18-yard box because we can see Lacroix putting his foot on the line, and the line is part of the 18-yard box. So I have no issue to give a penalty and a red card. If there is a foul, and for me, there is no foul. There is a contact. No. He has his hand on his shoulder.
His hand is past his shoulder. His hand is absolutely not on his shoulder. His hand is over his shoulder.
His hand is there. So you're saying, Stevie, I'm putting myself on the side to make sure you understand. So if I do that to you and we walk together or we run, do you fall? Do you fall? Do you have a problem?
So,
if I do that and I grab the shirt, okay.
Are you telling me that he's just leaning on him? He's just leaning his hand on him for what?
Just a casual rest.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
exactly. Because Lacroix knows. Lacroix knows he's inside the...
Frank, he's past him.
Well, you don't want to see the reality of it.
The reality is it's a great call.
It's why he just put and he doesn't grab. At first he's tried to grab, but he's outside. But when he's inside, he stops grabbing. He's just putting his hand. And his hand doesn't make you fall. I'm sorry, I'm going to put like that, myself like that. My hand doesn't make you fall. Doesn't make you fall, Mr. Nichols. Never you're going to fall because you're a strong guy.
Right, no.
Because,
wow,
I know, but that's the football that I see now.
No.
That made me a bit emotional because I don't think I've ever thought I would reach the day where I saw Stevie Nicol defend a call for Manchester United. It's actually beautiful. But Jules, you almost looked
on top of it.
You defended it so passionately.
You're right. Frank twice. Sorry.
No. We already had it on
It's already on tape.
Let's go to Jules because Jules was looking. I don't know if he was amused when they were going at it or what did you think, Jules?
I thought it was a bit soft. I won't lie. I thought I agree in a way with what Glasner is saying. I think, but that's fine. Cunha is smart. He falls down. The referee, from the way he's seeing it, I think he can think that it's a foul. He gives it. There's probably not enough then for VAR to intervene and turn it around. By the way, and that's it. We've seen them many given. I don't think if it's given again, I don't think VAR overturns it and gives the penalty. So it's one of those where I think Lacroix is probably a little bit naive, and as much as we love him with Frank, on this case, he's maybe a little bit naive, and to be fair, he's in wrong position at the start of the move anyway. And then from a Cunha point of view, I think he plays it well, he's smart. But I can see the frustration from Frank, who's had a nightmare with penalties this week, if you think about the Dortmund one against Atalanta, right? And the Ben Sebaini one. And today he was clearly not happy. And I can see the frustration from them. From a United point of view, I think Cunha would feel a bit smug and smart.
Well, they always say that goalkeepers are the most level-headed. So let's go to Shaka.
Yeah.
Shaka, right or wrong call?
It's the right call. Everything about it was the right call.
And what did I tell you?
In my opinion. And listen, I think there are a number of factors in this. Cunha spins Lacroix, clearly. Lacroix starts to hold. His arm stays on him. Now, if you want to argue, maybe Oliver Glasner wants to argue that it should have been given outside the box, fine, that's an argument you can have. But as the law is written, if the foul starts outside the box and continues inside the box, it should be given inside the box. Whether it's enough for Cunha to go down or not, again, you could debate. But we see strikers do this time and time again. You make sure you hit the deck and give the referee something to call. Make him make a call. And more times, and that for me is just good striker play. You make the referee make a call.
You exactly put the point on what I wanted. It's a debate whether it's strong enough or not. That's the debate. I don't deny the foul if there is a foul. I just debate the fact that there is no contact. There is no.
No, there's contact. There's contact.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, Frank. Let me ask you a question.
It's a sport contact.
Give me, please, as a defender, you were a defender as well as I was. Why are you putting your hand on the opposition's over his shoulder anyway and not think the referee's going to give a foul against you? I couldn't walk off in all good conscience when my coach says, by the way, what were you doing with your hand on his shoulder anyway? Because if your hand wasn't on his shoulder, then the ref doesn't have a decision to make. That's the whole point.
Really matter.
As a defender,
it's a sport contact.
Don't be putting your hands over his shoulder. It's really simple.
Yeah.
Then you can't get.
Well, that can
then
be
the
a
ref
reflex,
can't give a penalty.
It doesn't matter. It is the contact strong enough, power enough to put somebody down. So Cunha is exaggerating. Well done to him. Clever guy, as Jules said. But he's exaggerating because otherwise, never again, you fall when somebody puts his hand on your shoulder.
The question here,
it doesn't exist.
The question, or the answer to Frank's point here is not whether it's enough for him to go down, whether it's enough to slow him up so he doesn't get to the ball before Henderson. And once Cunha feels he's being slowed up, then, as we said time and time again, you see strikers go down. As you've seen time and time again, when strikers don't go down and they don't get the call, people like us in studios, much like this, say, "Oh well, he should have gone down." Yeah. That's just how the game goes now. The other aspect to this that I want to discuss, because Jules mentioned, I don't think the referee made a call. I think this is the same referee that did the Villa-Newcastle game in the Cup the other day, and
Kavanaugh, yes,
was an absolute shambles then. But he just made a call and then just walked away as if, and this is beyond the foul, beyond whether it was a red card or not. This is about officiating games. How you just make a call and walk away and wait for the VAR to tell you what to do one way or another? I don't think he made a call. And again, that's more about the referee and how poorly I don't want to say he handled the game poorly, but that incident in its entirety was handled very poorly for me.
All right, we will agree to disagree on this one because I want to push on and talk about Benjamin Sesko. Frank, I gave you the floor. Let me see if I can squeeze another compliment out of Stevie Nicol about Manchester United. But Stevie, he feels like he's turned over a new leaf. Yeah. What's changed?
Michael Carrick. That's what's changed.
As simple as that.
I think since Michael Carrick came in, the way he's handled Sesko, the way he's handled him in terms of when he brings him off, when he's come off the bench, he's been coming on when Manchester United are actually pushing forward and are dominating the game. And that's great for any centre forward, never mind Sesko. To the point where now he's comfortable starting him today. And he gets the reward for handling this guy the right way. I mean, that's a world-class header from a centre forward. You absolutely dream of that.
Old school, as you said.
Old school, great ball, get in front of your defender. As soon as it hit his head, there was never any doubt where the ball was going. So, listen, you got to credit Sesko, yes, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to Michael Carrick, the way he's handled him.
So, maybe 3 months ago, we did a segment on here, rating strikers. Yeah. And when Sesko came up, my response was, who?
Yep, I remember that.
And then all of a sudden, so I say all that to say is, the credit goes to me for criticizing Sesko as Sesko turning things around. That's what it is.
Shaka.
It's me.
Fickle, so fickle. Jules, well, if Benjamin Sesko continues like this, Jules, it's looking like money well spent. But I mean, as Stevie said, the main thing that's changed is this, that Michael Carrick has come in and Ruben Amorim has gone out.
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds very simple, simplistic, and there's more to it, obviously, than just that. But what Carrick has done since taking over, really, even in terms of going back to basics, tactically, going back to a 4-2-3-1 that everybody was very familiar and comfortable with compared to what Amorim used to do before, which we described so many times on the show, we don't need to go again. Putting players in their right position, okay, Mainu back, okay, to some extent Maguire back. I'm not a big fan, as you know, but to be fair, he's been very solid. They rode their luck a little bit, maybe at times, but they also showed a lot of character and in more recent games to go back when they were behind at West Ham to get that draw from Sesko. To find a way to beat Everton, for example, on Monday. Today they go a goal behind, and of course the red card changes a lot of things, but still they come back from behind to go and win this game. It's massive. I think when he took over, they were 11 points behind Villa. 11 points behind Villa. And now, 5 weeks later or 6 weeks later, they're level. Well, they're above them in goal difference, but they're level with them now in terms of points. It's incredible that what happened in 7 games. And obviously what helps massively, but that also helped Amorim, and he didn't make the most of it, is that they don't play in Europe. They have 1 game a week. They've had 1 game a week since he took over because they were not in the FA Cup either, to be fair. So it's a long week to prepare, to rest players, get ready for the next game, and then go again. And he's made the most of it.
Just give him the job already. Give him the job.